This is how you use Canva for no fees and no payment. This is the first screen and this is what you will see. Now note it says social media and videos. If you want to do something, for example, for YouTube, do not hit social media. You actually want to hit the word videos for anything to do with YouTube. And then this will come up and you will see there's different types of videos you can make, for example, and obviously you're looking for YouTube videos. Obviously if you'll make it for something else, but this is a tutorial for YouTube videos. So you want to click on that. So you'll click on YouTube videos. And then this is what you will see come up on your screen. This main square to your right is where you are making your video. The picture, the big square at the top here, is where everything will be you're currently working on, each page. And then this is the layout. Now you've got different options down the side. I highly recommend for beginners just stick with the word element down the side, but I'll show you a few more of the basic buttons to start with. There is so much you can do for free on Canva. So this is a template page that comes up first. There's a few free things on here, but be very careful. This is where you might end up making a film and then suddenly find you have to pay for it. But these are the kind of promo ones. Now it says try Pro for free. There's no point unless you are going to pay eventually for that. So try not to start with that if you're looking for free use. So Elements is the one to start with. You will find most of what you want on Elements. As I say, there's design and other sections as well. These are pre-made sections for you, and you can have one part of the pre-filmed items or the complete set. As I say, stick with Elements. You can have backgrounds on Elements or pictures or animation. You just type in the big white strip where it says search Elements for whatever words of whatever you're looking for. All sorts of things, patterns, backgrounds, pictures, animated parts, and you will type in the box. There's other subheadings in the top too. So type in here what you're looking for to do. So let's start with just typing the word cake, for example, and they'll give you some suggestions here. And then once you click on it, they give you more subsections. And as you can see, you can have graphics, photos, videos, audio, anything to do with cakes. But again, do watch out. A lot of these bottom ones are pro, so they're paid for. So again, I would stick with the top column, the graphics, click on that, and then can you see here where it says pro? Anything with that on the bottom you will pay for. The free is mixed in with the pro. So you can see this one doesn't have it down the bottom, so we click on that and that has now appeared in the big white box, and you can extend your picture, you can animate it, you can turn it upside down, you can change the colour, just about everything that you would probably want to do with something here. So I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. If you want more information, please do ask. So here you could have videos of cakes, shapes of cakes, and again keep looking out whether it's got that pro down the bottom or nothing. If it's nothing, it's free. So this one has nothing, so we can click on this one. This is one we could choose and searching. This one's free. Now this one's animated, so it will take more time. You can see at the bottom here 5 seconds. Most things you want 7 or more, and this is how you extend or decrease the time of your page. So now we've increased that. Click on here if you want to add the next scene or the next page. So we're going to click on this one that's 21 seconds long because it's animated. So now we're on this page. You can move these pages around. They're not set in stone, so you can make all your separate pages and then move them around, shorten them, lengthen them. So nothing's set in stone until you've absolutely finished. So don't worry if you're making pages in the wrong order. So here we can see the candles are lit and moving. You might find that's too long, so you can decrease the set amount of that animated piece of video. And here you can play to see what you've got so far and think, I want to do something else. So you right click, and here are some options. You can delete the page, duplicate, hide, lock it in. I don't bother with locking. And then we can click back to another page. We've deleted that cake one. And now we can type something else in, or go to a graphic of cake, for example, and search through those for what we're looking for. As you can see, there's backgrounds with cake and so on and so forth. So now I'm just showing you a few more things that will be there. As I say, just keep watching for that pro word or not. They are completely mixed up. So this one doesn't have the pro word here. So we could click on that if we wanted that. You can add lots of things to one page, or you can just add one item. So there we've added the cake by clicking. We can change the size, we can change the position. If you can't do what you want to do, click off the main picture and then you can change and move it to something else. So as I say, stick with elements is probably always your best bet for beginners, but now you might want to add some text. The top here you can search fonts and combinations, add a heading, different sizes. This is for basic text, or scroll down and find a different sort of text without that pro word. So there's pro, so we don't want that one. This one doesn't have pro. Of course, you can change the size, the colour, and move it around. So just click in the box and then you delete the letters that are already there, and then you just type in the letters you want. So we're going to put cakes there as an example. So we can move that around wherever we want it. We come up the top here, you can see that's the type of font. You can now change that type of font if you want to. These are some examples of different fonts. Click on the one you want if you want a different font. So the font has now changed. And then you can see up the top here, we can change the colour. And there's the colours. Once you click on it, all the colours come up. They give you examples. So you can click on those and change the colour. As I say, there's a lot more to all this, but I'm just showing you the basics. You've got bold and you've got italic. And you can also change the size of the lettering. That's the size, and you can obviously increase or decrease. Do note when you're changing it, if you've got several lines, you can change each line separately. So if you've got a line of 2 lines, for example, you can change the letters or the words separately to size. So there's lots of options there. Let's add another page to what we're making, and let's go back to elements, and in here we're going to clear what we've asked for, and we're going to now type something else. Let's do colour. Now it shows you here, do you want colour splash, just colour, colourful background? Let's have that, because we don't always want just a white background. See all of the graphics. I would stick with always the first option, which is graphics. Watch out for these pros, but we found one without pro. Now they never fit, so you've got to move it around, stretch it. And when you actually increase the size of them, don't worry if it's a background that we can go over the size, it doesn't matter. So that will fit now. The whole background will be the pink. Let's go back to elements, just to keep showing you that. And let's put chip. Let's see what we get if we ask for chip. So chips, we had options there. Of course, it's American, so chips here are crisp. Crisp, not chips as in fries, which is what I was really looking for. So of course you could then go back and change your search word, but we'll have these for now. So we'll click on one that doesn't have the Pro, and don't worry if you've made a mistake and click a Pro and not noticed, because when you try to download this, you will find it actually tells you that you have put a Pro element in. So here's options here. You can flip and do all sorts of things, or you can layer them, have multiple. So let's do layer, and let's have multiple packets. So we just keep clicking. You can duplicate. So let's have a whole stack of them on the shelf. So that's how you can make a whole shelf full. So as I say, you can actually find that if you try and download and it has Pro stuff, it will say, do you want to pay? If not, it shows you the picture of what you've used that was Pro, and then with that you can just go back into your film and delete those Pro parts or change them. So don't worry too much. So here, let's go now and let's add in snow falling, because I want to show you now how you can actually find some animated stuff all within graphics. So you can actually type in animated or whatever you want. So here's some animated ones. So that's some snow falling. So again, that doesn't fit if I wanted it on the whole page. So again, quite easily you can pull out, and again, it doesn't matter if you go over the picture to ensure that you've covered your picture with your snowflakes or whatever animation you choose. So that will now fill the whole page nicely with snow falling over the potato chips. So you can add as much or as little to each page, and you can always go back and add more to a page, and there's other things I can show you in other videos how you can actually move the items from one page to another. Just click over it, hold it, and you can drag them to another page. Now here, this is how you can upload your own photos or footage. So you do upload, and then you go onto your own computer, pictures. I'm going to pick, this is a cake that we have in Cyprus in Easter. You can see it's loading there, and then it's done. And now it's on this page where you was, it will automatically change page. So you just click on it, and then you've got it on the new page. So it's over my other picture. It will always come in the middle. So for now, I'm going to just reduce it to there. And I'll show you to right click here. And you can change where you have it on the page. You can send it backwards, for example. Send it to the back. And look, it's gone behind the pink. So the pink background, I've sent it behind there. And then you can come out, nothing's set, you can change. So let's do bring to the front, and that puts it at the front of all the picture. So you can move anything around. As I say, nothing's set until you save. So now I want to show you how, if you've got one picture over another, you can layer again, send it to the back. So now it's right behind everything. So you need to know your difference between back and backwards. So let's bring it to the front again. We can move it. It's never set. And then we can play around and just see. Let's send to the back, and we'll go right behind. Or delete. Whatever you want to do, you can just keep playing around till your heart's content. Of course, you can see here there's many other things. There's draw, which I don't use. but these are just some more options. And obviously this is so you can write here on your frame. You can write anything you like, so you just choose, and you can just, I'm just going to scribble around for now just to show you. Depends how much control you have as to what you want to do. You can bring your own footage in, or this is how you can mess about with people's faces, bring them on and draw things on them, as creative as you like to be. And of course, if you want to get rid of it, that puts the pen away. Let's take the eraser out, and you can just get rid of it all quite simply. But that's an option for you to play with. Projects is your own thing, because you can make your own videos, of course. Audio, now there are very few free audios in this, in Canva. So I've typed in free, but again, do watch, it will send you, look, a pro ones come up in the free. So do be aware of that. So let's see, this one's free, and to clarify, click on the three dots and it tells you it is free to use. So we're going to add that music. Here's your lines. You can move your lines. You can add pages if you want to add pages to make it fit. So if you want the whole piece of music, you can shorten the music, but if you want to make it fit, then of course add another page. So we're going to click on some music, and look, you can see it's not long enough for more pages than this. You can add pages in, as I say, if you want to make it fit. You could always add another picture or lengthen or shorten the frames you've already got. But we don't want to do that. Let's take out this empty page. So we're going to move the music to the beginning, and we're going to delete this middle page. So delete the page, and now look, it fits perfectly. And then of course we want to play the music and see how it sounds. And that is a very basic tutorial. It looks very confusing, but it's not. As I say, basically stick with, to start with, upload if you want to upload your own thing, but the one to stick with really is elements. If you want a background, then type in something like colour background or something like that. Anything, any words would do. You will have different backgrounds, but make sure you don't hit anything with Pro. Then once you've got a background on the page, and anything elements, just stick with elements for your first ones. Type in any words you want. Always try and stick with the top graphic ones. There are animated things. Again, just make sure you don't hit on anything with Pro. All these will be animated. And do check if you're adding the music, it is the free music. Even if you type in free, check there isn't that Pro indication at the bottom. If you want any help at all with it and ask me questions, then sure, ask me any questions. Or if you want me to make you a little mini one, then that's great. As I say, I'd rather send it to you without audio, so there's no problems for you, because I don't know in your country what your regulations are with YouTube and social media. And you can always lay your own music on top. You can take it after you've made something here. You could just upload by hitting share at the top here. Go all the way down to download. It will say all pages, download it there, and then you will see up here it's slowly importing. Once it's imported, it will be under your downloads, wherever that is on your computer, And then, as I say, you can then put that into YouTube as if you were editing. However you edit, you can then put it in there and add your own music if you're concerned about the free to use music on this. There we go, and it's done. So that will now be in my downloaded area on my computer. As I say, I've tried to make it look simple. Just stick with the elements and type anything you want in the elements. Don't pay to use it. There is no purpose. There's so much, as long as you're happy to spend a little time on finding any free bits, and they're all mixed in. The free bits are separate. There's far more you can do on here free, but that's just a starter. So have fun, and I look forward to hearing from you, how it's going, and any questions.